We're back here at the studio in Cooper Creek Square. Big thanks to the Grand County Crime Stoppers, one of our many sponsors here on the show. Chatting with Patrick Brower in the Grand Enterprise Initiative and business coach, we'll call you.
That's fine. Perfect. I like that.
Off the camera here, we talked a little bit about 2011, challenging times locally. 2008 really took a toll, and we were a little delayed on how hard we got hit. Was 2011 kind of when we were at our worst, would you say?
I'd say 2012 was probably scraping bottom with people just struggling. A lot of business closures, a lot of people leaving the county.
You see a lot of vacant windows. In some of the bigger complexes, there'd be shops out and couldn't replace them.
Real estate took a dip. Building took a huge dip. It was just extremely tough times in 2012.
And fortunately, you were coming in. You had at least something to help support new businesses to try and get their feet going again.
Absolutely. I mean, 40% of my clients, I have 215 clients. 40% of those clients are existing businesses. Those are people who are already in business in the county, who have reached out for help.
Say that percentage one more time.
40% of my clients are existing. The other percentage is people wanting to do startups.
But that many have reached out,
that many people have reached out, and it's really a good sign, I think. It's a sign that they're struggling with the rough times, but it's also a sign that these are people that want to reach out to succeed to help make our economy grow.
And how many businesses will we have in Grand County?
Ooh,
any idea? I know
good question.
In Winter Park alone, I couldn't even figure
that out.
Well,
it's pretty astounding if you just walk up and down Main Street and just count each storefront.
Right.
And imagine that
that's just on the main street, not on the.
Imagine that for every storefront you see, there's another 50% that you don't see that are in business. So there's quite a few. It's
Turner's
surprising.
shooting me numbers. He said there's over 750 businesses in Grand County. So it's phenomenal because I think our population, I don't even know what our population is in this half of Grand County, but the year-round population is not very high.
Well, the total county population is, the census says, is 14,000.
14, including Kremling and the
whole county.
West Grand. Okay.
And by the way, I work all across the county. I work in Kremling, Hot Sulphur Springs.
So this isn't just the kind of Winter Park, the east side hub. This is
the
whole county.
Okay. I work all across the county, and although Winter Park and Granby are the two busiest towns I have, Granby the busiest, partly because I worked there solely for 1 year in the beginning of the program, and then we expanded countywide after the first year.
Okay, so we're in the tank in 2012. Mm-hmm. We didn't just bounce back. I know some cities, you've heard about their real estate markets. We're still working our way back. I mean, what have you been seeing going on with the trends here?
Well, here's what I see. In some cases, there are people that are working a job that sometimes doesn't really pay the bills. And they've always had an idea of, say, having a coffee shop, or maybe making beer, things like that. And that's a way to supplement their income with the real dream of maybe perhaps making that their full-time job once they can grow it to that point. And these are people that are stepping out of the woodwork saying, yeah, I want to pursue this thing so that, number one, I can live a better life. Number two, do what I'm hoping to do. And number three, maybe quit my day job and be able to do my own business all the time.
Actually doing their passion as a full-time.
Exactly. And I don't know if you're familiar with Maslow's hierarchy of happiness, but the people that are the most depressed and saddest in the world are slaves. Yep. They work really hard for people and they don't make a penny. This is simplifying it greatly, but in the middle are the people who work, get paid just enough to live, and maybe they don't like their job. But at the very top of the hierarchy are the people who make good money, or even just a sufficient income, doing what they love to do. And those are the happiest human beings.
Isn't that the truth? I mean, that's one of the keys to being up here. A lot of people you'll talk to say, I don't make quite what I'd like to make, if they employees or business owners, but they say, but to live here and to do what I love, where I love it, where I love to do it, is so rewarding for so many of us up here.
Yes, it's, but the trend I'm seeing in general is that there is a growing enthusiasm, and I've seen it just grow slowly since 2012, of people seeing that there are opportunities to be had in Grand County, and they want to take advantage of those opportunities, and they want to do it in the right way. They want to do it with a sound business foundation so that maybe before they even venture out, they know whether they have a good chance of succeeding
and how great
or failing.
How great to have such a great thing in place to help them build that foundation so they're doing it in the right steps to get that business successful. So
right.
We're going to have to take another break. We're running out of time here. We'll be back one more time, and once again, this was brought to you by Grand County Crime Stoppers. We'll be back with Patrick Brower in a moment.